today we are going to be working on what I believe is a 1995 Rocky Mountain Altitude. She's pretty dirty. Before I got this, this was the person's main mountain bike for the last like 15 years. They literally bought a new bike like 2 days before I picked this up from them. So this is dirt from this summer, which is super cool. And now I'm going to build it up. I got some pretty fun ideas of how I'm going to build it. But this is going to go in my collection. I've always wanted a nice old steel made in Canada Rocky Mountain. Right now I have a 2001 Oxygen Race. But this, I'm much more of a steel is real kind of person. So this is going to take the place in the collection of the Oxygen Race. And that one will probably get ripped down for parts and to go up for sale. So needs a lot of cleaning, but I have picked up some cool parts to put on it, and it does have some nice parts already. Synchro spar ends along with matching synchro spar. Those I'm gonna probably keep. I'm gonna put a synchro cattle prod stem on it. I'm gonna swap out this black race face headset for a red one. I've already taken the crank off a while ago because a customer was looking for it. But I have a red race face crank to put on. Probably gonna upgrade the parts. For sure the brakes to, I can't decide if I want to do silver, so XT 739s, or if I want to do XTRs. But I'm gonna take off these LXs. And again, can't decide if I want to stay with XT or if I want to switch to XT. I think I'll do XT, and then I know I'd have a matching XT front derailleur to put on it also. But, you know, it's been used, right? But it's got these cool chain suck device down here. It's going to clean up nice. Nothing special for wheels. They're not matching, so we're going to put something else on. This is a Rhino light, and this is maybe that's a Trek wheel, so they're probably not the original wheels. Those have the synchro seat post, so that'll be staying. Put a different saddle on it. So far these are the parts I have for it. Red race face crank. I know I've been really into these. I have the blue one on the Dean and the yellow one on the Yeti, and then here's the red race face headset. Only thing missing is the top part, but I'm hoping that I can use the top part off this black one, and it should look good enough. And then I'm probably gonna use these red Panaracer tires off the homegrown, which, I mean, this is a very much a Christmas bike, red and green. I was thinking about using the Pro Shift, but it's an Anno red, where everything else on the Rocky is, you know, flat painted red. So gonna not do that, but yes, we're just gonna get cleaning and tearing this thing apart, and I'll take you along for the journey. So I've already changed my mind on the build a little bit because this does have the canty stop. I'm going to use some canties because I have a ton of cool cantilever brakes, and if you have the opportunity to use them, why not? A few other cool features. So Canada super light prestige tubing. I love this Handbelt in Canada decal. Probably also gonna swap the fork for something red, and then potentially something that has a canty stop. I had pulled out this one, this red Manitou Answer, which I thought would look good on there. It's very close to the red on the rear, especially once I get it clean. So that might be what we do. So we'll find out. For now, I'm going to start continuing to strip the front here, and then we're going to start giving it a big bath. So the headsets are different, which is kind of a bummer. So this was the top piece, and it fits snug in here. So this is a tight fit for this. And this one, you can see that the bearing is smaller. Oh. So maybe I just need to, they look the same, so maybe I just need to switch the bearings. That could be. That could be, because when you put this in, you can see it's loose, but it sits on there the same way. So I may just need to replace the bearings in the cups. I mean, to make it work. So that could be pretty sweet. Spraying it down now so we can start to get the first layers of nastiness off of it. Bottom bracket is smooth, so I'll probably just run that one for now. The crank that was on it was a raceface. It was a black raceface turbine, so spacing and everything should be the same. When you clean, it's a good time also to feel for dents, look for dents, cracks, rust, anything that you might have missed. You were first looking over your frame or your bike. I'm a big fan of just buying microfiber towels, rigs from like Menards or Tractor Supply or Harbor Freight for cheap, and they do a good job. You can use the new fresh ones for the final cleaning, and you can keep the old ones around for a long time. We'll wash them in the shop sink and use them as many times as we can before we toss them. Works pretty good. I've really come to love this stuff, Wizards Shine Master. Not only does it polish, but hard to get off stuff like this. Because the polish is slightly abrasive, it just takes that stuff right off with like minimal elbow grease. And then it leaves the frame polished. So we're just gonna hit this with some of that, and then there's a spot. We'll see how good it comes out. There's a spot. This whole side has this kind of black smear, so put a little effort into that. And down here, I think that's mostly just I missed with the rag. Yeah. So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so got it pretty clean. Probably few places I need a little bit more elbow grease, but it's looking really good. So we have that bottom rack is good. So we have the crank set, the head set. I got to do some figuring to see if I can just swap those bearings. We need a black synchro stem, and to go with the bar on the bar ends and the seat post. We need some fun canties, different wheels. So we need to go look for canties, black synchro stem, some wheels. We have tires, we have crankset, brake levers, because those brake levers were long pull. So we need a pair of short pull levers. And then we should be good. So let's go do some part digging. So I've come downstairs to look for a red fork that has a canty stop. And I spotted one. I have another Manitou answer tie spring that has the canty stop, but this one doesn't want to move. So this winter's plan project is to rebuild as many of these suspension forks as possible to get them up to sell. I've already started on this Manitou, which I'm going to make a video about. So we're going to add this one to the pile, which I've not done one of these, so I'm going to have to do some research on how that goes, how that happens. But I have functioning ones, so if I can't get parts, I can always take parts out of these ones. So we'll just put this here. So that's the suspension fork situation. I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to need to rebuild it. So now we need wheels, derailleurs, brakes. I kind of lean in towards earlier XTR. The bike may actually be newer than 95. Doing a little bit more research, it could be from a 93 to a 95. So early XTR could fit that time frame and would look cool, and canties. I don't have a front derailleur. That'll work. But I have a rear derailleur. And then I need to look for canties. So let's do that next. If I was a pair of XTR, canties, where would I hide? I don't think. Well, there's a nice set of XTs. Give me Rob. Ooh, what's on this bike? Those are XTs also. I thought maybe this S-Works would have XTR, but it's XT. So, strikeout on the brakes, strikeout on the front derailleur. We have a rear derailleur. I need to rebuild the shock. We have the crankset. We need to find wheels. We have tires. We have a handlebar and bar ends, but we have no stem. Turns out I'm less prepared for this project than I thought I was, but that's okay. That's how these things work. Well, we might switch gears and hop on a different project for a while and then jump back to this one once I find more parts. Okay, I'm pretty sure I want to use different chain rings. I think some black raceface chain rings would look good, but I just want to pop this on. I mean, it looks good. It's the right color red, which is super exciting. So we're just going to pop this on so we can get a look at it, and then this is going to go back in the wait on parts collection. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. Now, if only we had the rest of the bike to go with it, but A lot of planning was done. I have a plan. XTR, M900, synchro stem, synchro spar ends, Manitou, Answer, red fork. Haven't decided on the wheels. Gonna use Pan Eraser tires that have the red stripe. And then it'll be a bike, but not today, unfortunately. But thanks for following along on this new project. Hopefully I'll have the parts soon and we'll be able to get this one put together. If you're looking for parts for your project, make sure to check out our website, gringineer.com. We have a ton of parts and frames for your builds. Over 1,000 parts are up on the site right now with new parts added weekly. If you're ever looking for something in particular, feel free to reach out. You can send us an email or even call the shop and we would love to help out. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.